Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at the SPY, IWM, Qs, DIA, IYT, USO, UUP, and the GLD. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames, and we use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at StockBookie or follow us at StockTwits or Twitter as well at StockBookie. All right, guys, let's get right into the daily chart. We did have a slight pullback for a couple days. Now we're starting to march up again. Volume is starting to get light. We have 89 million on the day, so watch that. We are going into the remainder of the holiday month, and then New Year's Eve, and then boom, we're right back into 2017, and then we'll see what actually happens. But right now, if this thing retraces up, you're looking for 230. If it stays around here and chops around, it could be setting up in a bearish pattern and possibly lower prices. Right now, we're waiting for patterns for lower prices, or do we rip up into the 230, 231 area and then possibly pull back from there? That's what we're looking for, at least me, guys. I'm looking to try to catch pullbacks right now. And as soon, eventually one day this is going to start leading its way, weight to the downside a little bit more. But right now we're trying to catch pullbacks, trying to trade individual stocks. We look for short-term gains, guys. Short-term gains. We have two accounts: swing trade account, intraday account. Stuff we're doing intraday that we'd like to be, maybe a couple days, maybe a week. Our swing trades, we could be a couple weeks or a couple months in those. But short-term trades for small gains in and out and make stuff happen. So that's what we're kind of doing here. And remember, no more than 10% of your total portfolio in any position, period. If you're playing options, even go lower. Maybe do 5% of your total portfolio, or maybe even go under 3% around there. I'd go maybe 3, depending on the threshold you had. But as long as you're spreading them out and taking them off when you have some winners, and just keep rinsing and repeating, guys. That's what we have to do here. So, all right, again, daily chart, slight pullback, going up again. Let's see if we chop around, or do we make another move for the all-time high. Dow is leading to 20,000, so it's got to hit it now, guys. If it doesn't, I'll hit the laugh if it doesn't. But bullish consolidation weekly, rolling into Tuesday, so we'll know more on Friday on the weekly. Let's go into the IWM. IWM had a pretty good day today, up 0.85%. Again, weekly chart looks fine. It's only Tuesday. Let's go right into the daily, though. Daily chart, same thing. Slight pullback, just like here, and boom. Do we go, are they just doing it, getting people conditioned here where, oh my gosh, it went up and only pulled back and went up again. Oh my gosh, it goes up again. Maybe we go to 150. I don't know. Big even number. 140, definitely. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Does it try to get through this area, double top, and just get rejected and come back in? We'll see. Light volume holiday action, guys, so you have to have that in place as well. In the weekly we looked at, we'll know more on Friday. Qs, same thing. Not the best, 0.38% on the day, 46 cents. Chopping around, though, in a bullish manner. With not the best, not the worst. I would have liked to seen this thing retrace a little bit more in the 20 MA curl and then push it up. But you can't knock this pattern. You're above the MAs, bullish stance. Needs to get above this trend line. If it does, then, gosh, I honestly don't even know where we're going. No, I'm just kidding. You know what? Next number, we're looking for maybe 125, the big quarter a number. Hold on here. I'm trying to do 4 things at once here. Just want to stick that in there right there. So that's the line you're looking at right now. There's nothing wrong. You're above the moving averages. You're consolidating, but this is the line in the sand. If we get above the all-time high in this trend line and confirm on a weekly basis, then possibly more upside. Like I said, 122, 23, 24, then the big even number around odd number of, if you want to say, 125. But it's a big quarter number, and that's what this thing might be going to. Just like the IWM to 140, and then the spider, back up to 230 possibly, kind of the same thing. And then the Dow, of course, Dow 20,000 or 200 on the DIA. Hasn't got there yet. It's been close. But, again, shallow retrace, and it's trying like this. It's just kind of floated. If this would have been consolidation sideways, that would have been 1, 2, and then, but my gosh, this is pretty incredible market, guys. What these guys can do to, make this stuff happen. Manipulating the dollar, going into oil. You have the dollar going up, you got oil going up, you got gold going up, then the next day dollar up, gold down, oil up, and the next day they're both down, one up. It's just like, oh my gosh, what is going on here? So it's telling me, it's talking to us. Let's put it that way. And then on this chart, we're what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks up into the 200 area, you know, gosh, how many more weeks can we go up? Maybe we go to 200, 204, I don't know. But, you know, this is the line in the sand, the 200 number. You have a little tail here, so you got to keep an eye on that one too. IYT. Oops, if I could get it in there. IYT. Same thing, we went to double top, cracked through. That's the weekly, so we'll look more on that one with Friday. But see, this is what I'd like to see. Nice pullback, but at highs, I just can't go long. I'm sorry. After moves like this, I think you're going to get a deeper pullback. But, you know, it will come in. It's just going to, they're milking us out. That's why I'm telling you guys, don't do puts on anything right now. They're just going to murder you. So, and you know, as this thing pops up, then you want to try it. Double top. If it gets to maybe 175, big quarter number, maybe. You know, just got to keep an eye. Nothing wrong above the moving averages. Just got to watch for that. Weekly chart, we'll know more on Friday with that one. USO, here we go. You know, up and down, up and down, up and down. It's insane. So we're back above. We did close above these high pivots. So, you know, you have to respect that to possibly move up higher. We're above the trend line, but we still have to recapture the 1179 area and go through and then possibly back to double top at 1194. If it does that, then we have like an area, I think around 12 bucks and then 12.50 right in that area. Let's go to the weekly really quick here though. The weekly, I want to just see where those other pivots are. So you got, I think this is around, yeah, 1247, 1245. This is where we're at on the weekly. So again, nothing really wrong with this chart. But we're just in a time frame, guys, that anything's possible. Let's put it that way. You know, and if you want to look at this too, you know, and maybe put a trend line up there too, kind of in a channel a little bit. You know, you got this trend line down here. It's kind of channeling up. So let's keep an eye on it. You do have a slight head and shoulder with a long shoulder here, but it's still intact. So let's see if this could possibly move down into this area and maybe crack it and go lower. If you want higher prices, you got to get through the 1250 area. But if it can't get through these trend lines and starts having trouble, then I think we're going back down. So we'll keep an eye on this one. But right now, nothing wrong above the moving averages. Just kind of grinding up and down with the dollar kind of inverse one day and with the dollar the next day. Kind of interesting action, let me tell you. Because again, the dollar was up a little bit today and USO was up. But the gold was down. So dollar up, gold down. So gold went down again. So that was intact. But the dollar's been kind of moving. It moved up yesterday, and gold, I think, moved up yesterday. So it's a little bit disconnected, but 2683 will be your next area for gold. It is consolidating okay. You're a little bit extended. Let's see if we, again, I don't like when it pops up. I want just a nice tight pattern and then the pop. Weekly chart on gold. Or on the UUP, again, the 2683. If you come in, 2721, then 2893 right there. I'm still thinking maybe 28 area, but we'll see how it reacts when it comes to these pivots. If it goes, excuse me, it goes through there, I remember everything. If you've been watching my videos, everything's been overshooting. So maybe we overshoot to 28 and then maybe come up to here. So we'll have to keep an eye on this and the pattern it's setting up. The weekly pattern, again, nice consolidation. It popped up a little early, but I guess that's what's going on right now, guys. The patterns aren't setting up. They're just moving and going higher. So UUP going higher should drag gold down lower and should drag the USO down as well. But again, we all know who's doing stuff in there, you know, hashtag grandma, you know. So all right, guys. So we're at the 750 retrace. You I think you almost filled the gap at the 106.90. You have another gap fill around 105, and then ultimately 101.49 is another gap to fill, and then you know, the 100 even number. That, yeah, and honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks down. Could we go another 3, maybe 10 weeks in the gap fill? You know, that's through Christmas and everything. Maybe. Let's keep a close eye on this one, guys, and try to figure it out. So, but right now, if you're short gold, you can maybe get a little bit out of it, but if you're short from up in here, gosh, you know, you just gotta take the money at this point. It's any day, you know. I still think 105 down in this, maybe 102, 10, you know, maybe this gap fill, maybe it's a little extended, you know, from the 20, you know, just like we get extended going up, we get extended going down. So you got to look at that this time too. So you got to look at, you know, everything, guys. Follow the charts, follow the indexes. Right now, if the SPY and everything dumps, everything's going to dump. If the SPY holds up and keeps moving up, you're going to get everything, rally. So all the short positions we have on right now, guys, if we're starting to get into money, start taking half off. And yeah, I think we got another couple weeks possibly of some floating, but we'll see. Last year she raised rates and we started selling towards the end of the year and then into January. We all remember that if you're a trader and if you're trading at that time. So you got to be aware of that. Not that it's going to happen. Markets are fine, but this is when, the euphoria is kicking in, the Dow 20,000, the holidays, everyone's not paying attention to take profits. When you're at the highs like this and you're lucky enough to catch this rally because you always go long and it just happened to go up, you got to take profits, guys. I'm going to show you one thing. If you're watching my live stuff, I show this on my live, guys. If you stuck around for the video, if you look at the SPY, guys, monthly chart, this is stuff I'm going to do when I hopefully have a subscription-based entity. And I don't know when I'm going to do it, but if you follow me live, I've been telling you guys, and I'm hoping to just charge a minimal amount. I own a business, and I want to basically use that money to hire somebody. So everything's a wash. I love to trade. I want to be on the charts. I want to be teaching people what I know, and hopefully I can teach you guys where you can make good decisions and make good trades and actually make money. You see my intraday action if you're following me on StockTwits, and I've been calling out some good stuff, guys, intraday stuff too. So if I do the live chat room, like I said, we're going to make some money. So anyways, I don't want to go ramble on that stuff. I just want to let people know I'm trying to get it going. I'm doing my own website and stuff, and it's been a slow process. But hey, I really appreciate you guys coming, watching my videos, and that's why I'm doing this, guys, to just show people. But check this out, though. For all you longs out there, just be careful. Hold on. It's been a long day, guys. Had my kids today, running around, doing a little this, a little that. But check this out. So that's where that low pivot comes from, the high of 2008. So it goes through this pivot here, and that's where we went into. The symmetry in this isn't the best, but you got to respect that line. The 227.12 was a mathematical number that I had in there too for a level. Still could go to 230. I wouldn't rule it out. It could honestly go to 250, guys. But when you get runs like this, guys, and I've been showing this in my live sessions, this is the dot-com boom. This is the housing boom. And if everybody thinks the markets and the economy is that much better that we should be way up here, QE1 comes in, QE2 comes in, QE3. All the way to the point where then they manipulated the dollar. Okay, so right there, remember 2014, that's when QE3 ended, okay? So now they needed cheaper oil prices. So look what happens to the dollar. So right around 2014, because the QE is going to end right here, dollar goes screaming up. And you know what that does with the USO, right? USO straight down. So when they stopped the QE3, what do we get? The oil stimulus. And then they're bringing it down, because right now they're trying to figure out, okay, where can the markets kind of hold up with oil if we start weaning off the QE3? This is their big experiment, guys. They'd rather drive oil prices as low as they can and try to take us off the nipple, because when they take us off the nipple, if this is good and everything runs, they have a little bit of room to add more to the oil prices. But at prices like this, where they're gonna have to drive it down to $7, $8, where it gets to 90 cents a gallon. I mean, I'll take 90 cents a gallon, but that tells me the economy stinks. With the and this was the next stimulus, guys. So just be aware of that. Interesting when you look at the charts and stuff like that. And remember, the SPY monthly chart, it's ugly. Look at that stretch job. Look at that. Boom, boom. And then you don't think this thing's correcting, you're crazy. We might go up a little bit more, but time's coming. Bull runs usually last 7 to 8 years. It lasted 10 here because Greenspan didn't raise the rates until right here. Okay? What do you think happened here? And what do you think is going to be happening here when they raise the rates? It's the same crap, guys, over and over. And that's why we have a bunch of short positions out there. Remember, no more than 10% of your total portfolio. Right now, I'm at 5% on most of them. I do have a couple full positions out there, but most of them I'm 5% or below. Stick with money management, and it'll bring it to the promised land, guys. All right, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching my stuff. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on StockTwits and Twitter. Thanks for watching my videos. God bless. See you on the charts.